Sitting maybe his two best hitters in Jorge Soler.
Summer of love.
Bassett gets on the same page with Nito and throws a breaking ball and strikes out Chisholm for the first out. Ubiquitous John Birdie. And Bassett picks off the outside corner with a fastball. And he's junior.
Yes, very good call. The increase in hit by pitches.
Here's that curveball. One hop out to Lindor. 3 inning for Chris Bassett. Sandy Alcantara heads to the mound for the lineup. Brought to you by Stop and Shop. Feed the moment. Nick Plummer against Alcantara, whose most recent effort was on Monday in Philadelphia. Grounded slowly down to first, and easy for Lewin Deed in this series. 6 for 17 in the 5 games he's played since his Alcantara and Chisholm out of that deal. That's something. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Four-seamer from
8.2 ERA.
0-3 here. 3-point game streak in 2018. Grounds one to the right side. Nice play by Diaz on the flip. 1-2-3 go. Soler both sitting today. That's a lot missing. And Alonso, base runner of the game, comes on a broken bat hit for Miguel Rojas. And Diaz goes down swinging on the cutter. And Ballings should be that guy with them prior to games as Stallings strikes out for the second out. A few weeks since the Mets have been able to throw out an opposing. Little inside out swing into right field, and De La Cruz this year with hand and leg injuries played only 65 games, but he's up. Runner goes, and they're going to let De La Cruz steal tonight with the win over Cleveland. Pete Alonso lines one to left, chasing is Williams. He won't.
Thriving all year. Runners in scoring position.
Ardo Escobar on deck. And McNeil takes a backdoor slider that misses for ball 4.
3 opportunities in a game to even have a shot to score.
Yep. Escobar gets under one to right center. Tagging at second, Alonso.
Notice that Stalling has got
1-2 coming. And Guillorme foul tips it, and Stallings holds it for strike 13. DHing today, making his 8th start. And Plummer takes a fastball for strike 3 called, so. Happy kid.
You really want to make me unhappy? Have him play soccer on the baseball field.
Off the fist to roll her out to Lindor. Hesitate to steal second base.
I mean, that took a lot of gut.
Struck him out. Got him with a cutter that time. Birdie took a call, third strike, his first time up. Pitch to Birdie, and it goes to the backstop for ball 4. So Birdie's aboard with 2 out, and now Bassett's going to have to short his first time. Grounded down to third, waiting on the hop is Escobar. Out of the third at Citi Field, still no score. Alonso, but they couldn't move him. Tomas Nido drives one out to right field. Garcia back or field. Nimmo hits one into the shift, and Chisholm handles the hop. So 2. Marte slams one out to right. For a hit in the second inning. One of 2 hits against Bassett and Entente. It's popped up into shallow right.
And they're leading today, I think, by a run. That'll be their 50th.
A little more on tenterhooks. Swing and a miss. Stallings goes down on the fast. No score going to the bottom of the 4th. Lindor grounded out to first base. His first. Lindor hits one on the ground, and there is Birdie.
Longer, like Mr. Wolcott. I'm just letting you know.
And Pete swings 3-0, chops one deep in the hole. Rojas. And McNeil goes down swinging on a changeup, and Alcantara has the on Father's Day. It's a Jim Bunning tribute.
This 3 games, 2+ signs to get back to the fastball.
And a ugly swing by Deluxfelt with his arm, and he hits one on the ground. Flattens out for Lindor.
They picked up the Friday game in that Texas series. Is that the one they?
Williams grounded to short his first time, and he hits the curveball right off the end of the bat. And that's pulled into the shift, and Chisholm from the outfield grass.
This walk-up song, which I love. It's a song. That's a whole different.
Chop past the mound, and Rojas behind the bag.
Close to the last guy in the order the second time in the 5th inning.
3-2 to Plummer. And he goes down swinging on the slider, and Alcantara's got no score going to the 6th. Years before it clicked. That's up the middle, and Chisholm's got a base hit. You know, he had no control, and it wasn't until Chisholm runs, swing and a miss, throw to second by Nito, and he got him. And the curveball hit toward the hole. Lindor on the backhand. The double in the second. Nito had a leadoff single. Sandy Alcantara. Nito bounces one behind third. Long throw. And in Alcantara's case, he tends to throw hard. Nimmo chops one to the right side. Chisholm's got that same kind of easy motion where the ball explodes out of his hand. Marte slams one to the gap in left center. That's down. Lindor cracks one into right center. A base hit, and the Mets take the lead. Control the running game well. In fact, he's given up 11 space all day. Alonso hits one weakly out to short. And saying Lindor, it's 1-0 New York. Lewin Diaz, the batter, is struck out. Diaz pops one up in the shallow center, and in comes noted college basketball coach. Times 0 for 6 in the series, and hits one toward the middle, past to diving Lindor, a base hit. And first a look at Rojas.
See Nito popping around.
And another look at Rojas.
2 in a row.
I don't think.
And he walked him, and now the bases are loaded. And that's going to
be there. Keith, what were you going to say?
I was going to say the infield is back. Everybody is.
Our Encarnacion was hitting 3-2 coming. Line the other way toward the.
Oh boy.
Hit hard down to third and handled by Escobar. Sit in the sixth, was then caught stealing. Jeff McNeil laid Alcantara. That'll go back to the warning track. And Jeff. Well, Alcantara didn't get that call. Was league in ERA, leading the league in innings pitched, leading the league in opponents' his first big league game. Bounced on the right side. Now Guillorme 0 for 2 today, 1.1. And we're not even close to the halfway point of the season. It's 3-0 to Guillorme. One out. And Guillorme slaps one through the hole. That's a base hit. Tomas drove one to right field for a base hit.
I think too is shallow. As well as De La Cruz in center.
Innings. Nito keeps fouling them away.
No.
The Mets scratch out a run, but that's all the most magnificent moments I can recall in many years. In his 14th Major League season, he got his first Zoom interviews, not in person, as Rojas tries to bunt for a hit and fouls it.
Well, that strikeout right there for 3 consecutive games. You're right about that.
Diaz flies one out. 7th, Seth Lugo came in, gave up a grand slam to Gerard All-Star.
Yeah.
Strikeouts. That's with 6 outs to play with. Nimmo fights it off. Whatever.
Oh.
That's lined the other way, but because you were the guy who
picking on the
knocked out the. I mean, let's face it. Dodgeball is the ultimate Darwinian sport.
Yes.
Marte down goes down.
And the poor kid who's talented.
That's bounced into the shift. Nice easy hop for Chisholm, and he throws out the second inning. And he flies one out to right. Pretty Encarnacion Day. His first big slam in his first major league game. That's something. Seems small after he hit the grand slam against Lugo to give the Marlins the lead. Looks like Tanner Scott getting up for the Marlins. Grounded down to Escobar. Spot on all season. Not quite a. Hit sharply and scooped on one hop by Lindor. And Chisholm flares one down the line. That's a fair ball. So did Kevin Kuzminov.
Yeah, good call. Got a little traffic to deal with.
Swing and a miss, and Rodriguez with a changeup.
Boy, you know, you've been really great, but we should really.
Back in the second. And Scott misses with a slider, and it's 3-0.
Boy.
But he did. Threw it all the way to the backstop for ball 4.
That's a rolling birdie way over in the hole at third to McNeil.
And slider off the plate from Scott, 1-1. And that misses, ball 4. So back-to-back walk.